Welcome to EdScoop TV. I'm Wyatt Kash, and we're here at the SETDA Leadership Summit, and joining us this morning is Candice Dodson. Candice is Director of eLearning for the Indiana Department of Education. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Great. So I know you're working on a lot of initiatives in Indiana. Tell us about one that you and your team are particularly excited about this past year.
Sure. You know, we've really had a concentration in Indiana as so many of our schools have moved to providing one-to-one devices for their students, and so we see instruction changing and the access that students have to content really growing. And so with that, we wanted to help our districts support them in that move from traditional textbooks to, you know, the whole world out there of resources. So we formed a group a couple of years ago of teachers from around our state. We call them the rock stars of curation. And these are teachers that come together physically. We bring them together in content areas. And they sit down and they go through our standards and they look for gaps in really good resources to be able to be implemented in the classroom. And they curate those and they gather those together, and then we house those in a place that are searchable for all teachers. They get tagged with a little IN eLearn, which is our hashtag, and you can find us everywhere. If you know IN eLearn, you can find us on Twitter and Facebook and lots of other places. But they tag those resources so that all teachers then can feel confident in knowing that when they see that resource, they know it's been vetted, it's been researched by Indiana teachers, and that it aligns with our standards. So we're really pleased with the rock stars of curation. They're hardworking teachers. And then from that, the rock stars kind of go on tour around our state and help whole school districts of teachers in that curation process. So we have a series of workshops that go along. So their work's kind of twofold. We have a person in my department, Molly Yole, who leads that work. So the rock stars themselves are curating, but then Molly, and along with different rock stars, kind of tour the state and helping all teachers in kind of the art of curation.
Tell us a little more about the impact that that's now having on districts around the state, and maybe what other states might learn from what you've learned.
Yeah, and you know, I think one of the things that's been most important about this initiative is, first of all, it provides a lot of resources. So it's not like teachers who don't have the time to just go out and Google their curriculum. It really helps them with a starting point where they can go in and find this vetted resource, bring it into. So it's really helped our state, I think, in moving to well-vetted, good digital resources as a whole. But I think one of the things I would say to other people is, I've had other states say to me or others, oh gosh, that's nice, you know, you must have a lot of money for that. And absolutely not. You know, we really, truly just say, we get a momentum going and we shine a light on teachers that are doing exceptional work, and we give them some time to come together. So we pay for substitute teachers and their travel for when they just come together in our face-to-face meetings. And that's what they love. They love to be able to sit down, have some time, share in their own expertise. We honor that expertise and that professionalism. And I think that is the thing I would say to others, you know, get those people together, just, you know, give them some kudos and say, we value your professionalism and we want to honor that. So it doesn't take a lot of money and really does have an impact across our state.
Well, looking out longer term, tell us a little about some of your upcoming priorities in this next school year and beyond.
Sure. So as a state, you know, our state superintendent is very focused on all students succeeding, of course, and so we're really starting to look very carefully at our computer science standards, which we've had for the last couple of years, but we're looking on how will we continue to support our schools in that area. How are we making sure that the teachers are well versed with professional development around those? What does that look like from K to 12? So that's a push in Indiana. Of course, STEM ties right in along with that, and we always want to make sure in Indiana that our teachers are supported in you know, being able to implement good instruction and resources around those areas. So that's big. We're getting ready to launch in November a pilot of a course access catalog. So Indiana, out of the department, we're going to be providing a small pilot to begin with. We're going to be looking for providers that will enable districts and students to get access possibly to courses that maybe are not being offered in their own schools. So, if you have an entrance for Mandarin Chinese, maybe that's not just by the sheer fact of the size of your school being offered. The course access catalog, we're putting that together, bringing it out. We should have that in place in the second semester. So that's new for us, joining many states that have already been in that realm. So again, just opening up access for students and making sure that they're getting their needs met and having every opportunity.
Well, and lastly, looking at EdTech trends more broadly, what would be one or two that you're paying particular attention to that you think is going to have a significant impact on the education landscape over the next couple of years?
It's interesting here. Here at SETDA, we're so lucky that we have the opportunity to engage with some new and upcoming emerging technologies. I always have in my heart this thing for the gaming and the virtual reality pieces. I think that, I don't know. It seems like sometimes when I talk to educators, they will, gaming, that's nice. Virtual reality, that's nice. But I think it has such amazing potential for what it can offer our students, again, around opportunities to learn and really just experience things they would never be able to in that kind of a learning mode. So I think we have to keep our eye on that, and I hope that we can find really good ways to bring that into the learning environment in Indiana.
Well, Candice, thank you so much for coming by, sharing some of your insights. I know the programs you're doing in Indiana are really making a difference, so thanks for sharing some of that.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate being here.
Terrific. You can look at for more of our coverage on EdTech trends at edscoop.com. I'm Wyatt Kash. Thanks for watching.